Next up, we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's right, guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers got a huge win on Sunday Night Football last night versus the New York Football Jets, 37-15. Mike Tomlin benched Justin Fields for Russell Wilson. Me and many other people are like saying, why are you doing this? Justin Fields is 4-2 on the season. The team's not sucking. At first, we're like, aha, we told you so. But Russell Wilson settled down, ended up scoring 3 touchdowns in the beatdown of the New York Football Jets, 37-15. But way or no way, guys, are the Pittsburgh Steelers now the favorites of the AFC North with Russell Wilson at the helm? I want you guys to flash back to June and July. I want you guys to flash back to the start of this 2024 NFL season. Since day one of this NFL season, I thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to win the AFC North. I thought they had all the pieces in place. They had a good defense. They had all the offensive pieces in there to win as well. They had a receiving core of like Deontay Johnson and George Pickens and of course Najee Harris and like Warren. The defense was stout. All they needed was quarterback play not to suck. And so far, this season, the quarterback play has not sucked. So far, the quarterback play has been decent. It improved a lot last night with Russell Wilson at the helm. Now, let's not get crazy. Let's slow it down. Russ will have a bad stretch of games coming. It's coming. It's inevitable. But as long as he doesn't suck, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be okay. The Pittsburgh Steelers are built on defense and running the ball. The defense right now is currently ranked 8th in the NFL. Top 10 defense. Rushing attack, averaging 140 yards per game. Pittsburgh Steelers, guys, are in a position to win a lot of games in the AFC. Get out of here, fly. So, guys, way or no way, with Russell Wilson at the helm, are the Pittsburgh Steelers still the favorite of the AFC North? I have to say, way. Why would I deviate from what I've been saying all season long? I don't care who the quarterback is. I don't care if it's Justin Fields. I don't care if it's Russ. I don't care if they call Tennessee and bring Mason Rudolph back. As long as the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh understand their role, the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win the AFC North. As long as the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh understand to be game managers, don't worry about winning games, just don't lose this games, they're going to win a lot of games and win the AFC North. Now, earlier this season, we talked about how bad the back half of the schedule for the Pittsburgh Steelers was. We talked about how they had an easy front half of the schedule, and the back half's like, oh man, look out. Of course, that was when we thought the Browns were going to be good. That's when we thought the Bengals were a Super Bowl team. That's when we thought the Ravens were going to be a Haka Flocka's Wooka Waka, right? The simple point of the matter is, yes, the front half of the schedule is easier, but the back half is getting easier as well. When you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers schedule moving forward, the only teams that you really got to circle and worry about are the Baltimore Ravens, of course, twice, and then the Kansas City Chiefs. Other than that, they should be favorites in every other game the rest of the way out. Guys, this is a way. The Pittsburgh Steelers are not only the favorites of the AFC North, they're going to win the AFC North. They are that freaking good right now. They are that good and playing that well of football. Now, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, slow it down. It's coming. Russ is going to play bad. You're going to want to put Justin Fields back in there. If that happens, you have to stick with Justin Fields. You cannot be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then that causes quarterback controversies. That causes trustfulness in the locker room to go away. Mike T is the coach. He understands the way. So, guys, way or no way are the Pittsburgh Steelers favorites in the AFC North. Speaking of picks and punters, John Pell was in the chat. What's up, John? First time I see you today, man. He says, way. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win the North, he says. Way. Laura says, I played with a broken collarbone when I was younger. I had to win that game. Then we got home and cried. Went to the ER and it was all over. James Frank says, no way. Do not forget about the Ravens. And see, James, you as a Browns fan, I understand you like the Ravens because they kind of are you, I guess, right? In a roundabout way. But when you look at the Baltimore Ravens schedule moving forward, obviously they play the Buccaneers tonight, but then they play the Broncos, and then they play the Eagles, Texans, and Steelers twice, obviously, and then the Eagles. The Ravens schedule is kind of tough. Like, looking at these names, kind of like, whatever, it's fairly easy, but it's pretty tough, right? Every time you play a divisional game, especially when you are the cream of the crop, right? The Ravens have been on top of the AFC North for the last, 3 years or so. Browns are going to be coming hunting. Steelers are going to be coming hunting. The Bengals are going to be coming hunting. Texans want to get that upset win, right? The Giants, you can never sleep on them. Eagles should be coming up, right? The Pittsburgh Steelers, they still play the same schedule, the same games here. But I think the Steelers are built better to beat teams like the Commanders, like the Browns, like the Bengals, like the Eagles. Hell, they could probably beat the Chiefs on Christmas Day. I'm not sleeping on or forgetting about the Ravens. I just think the Steelers are built better. They're built to win a lot of regular season games. Carson Lang says Davante Adams got beat by the Steelers twice in 3 weeks. Steelers would have been better keeping Fields in. I agree. Laura says, way. They are the AFC North favorites. Derek Mulatto is in the chat today. He says, still a trade deadline to ruin this. Meaning, who is on the trade block, Derek? Is it Russ or is it Justin Fields? Because I think now without a great offer on the table, the Steelers are not going to move from either one of these quarterbacks. They have no reason to. Now, if the Raiders come with a second-round pick, can't really turn that down. Nah, I'm wrong. Still a trade deadline. James Frank says, one thing I'll say is Pitt ain't Cleveland and know how to create quarterback controversy. They know how to run an organization. They do it pretty much everything right, as much as I hate to say it. There's a reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers only have 3 coaches in the NFL history, right? Or it was like since like the 1960s. They've had 3 coaches in 60 years or something crazy. They're doing everything right. So, guys, where no way are the Pittsburgh Steelers the kings of the North? Are you going to win the AFC North? Are they the favorites? I say way. I say